Namaste. My name is Dyer. I am spiritual mindset coach, and today I would like to speak about spirituality as a path to recreate your life, and a little bit maybe touch topics why I made the choice to go spiritual path in my life, and why I'm so happy and grateful that a couple of sicknesses came in my life as a great teachers, and those two things is cluster headaches and attention deficit and hyperactivity disorder. Why they uh, are important part in my decision to go this way and not any other way, and then what's the techniques I am using, and why I'm are happy and grateful that I made this conscious choice about spiritual path in my life, and how I see it, as I think it's very important to me to explain it for people who watching my videos, and who is willing to work with me, and this stuff maybe will be quite long, and I hope you will have willingness to watch it up to end, and yes, so starting why I made this choice and why I'm grateful about a couple of sicknesses and these things is that first of all, cluster headaches who came in my life, and I was diagnosed with them at age 27, and it's exactly a moment when I broke fully, and was experienced turbulent times in my life, and this was not easy time for me, as it was full of stress, full of worries, full of doubt. I was feeling not good enough. I lost job. Year later, I think I got divorced because my previous relationship didn't work out, and those things all together brought me that I took first book to look a way how I can get out of it, and I must tell you that I was unbeliever to those things, and I was running away from spirituality, uh, very very organized, uh, because I was thinking that that is just fairy tale stuff, and practicing it you can't get any good results, and then came this book, and I began to read it, and for your so for your information, that book was one of the Osho's book, and I didn't believe it. That is one of the reactions what many people who are hearing word spirituality, they attach it to religion and church, and I was one of them, and oh yes, it's nice words, and yeah, how you can change your thinking process, and then you can change something in your life, and then you need to do meditation. That's all stuff in my early past was in my mind like a fairy tale, and I truly didn't believe it. And 5 years later, going all that stuff through, like reading, listening to lectures, visiting seminars, hearing all these things, and you can't still believe that it can change something in your life, and then it comes in 5 years later, when I am already diagnosed with cluster headaches. Then comes in this uh, uh, terrible disorder named attention deficit and hyperactivity disorder, and you are sitting in a appointment with your neurologist, and he is explaining that in reality we can't do much with your cluster headaches, and looking on your results from tests due to your cluster headaches, we have one more news that most likely, and you have ADHD, and then all those questions and all this conversation, and in an end, yes, you really have this attention deficit and hyperactivity disorder, and then explanation that cluster headaches and ADHD is some longer term disorder, and you just live with it, and we can give you a pills, you can manage it, but in reality it's not something that you can heal, and these things. And so what's next? And then was this moment when I decided to change the question, because all that time reading and listening to lectures, going to seminars, going coaching in personal development, and these things, you just somehow when you look on those situations, you want to ask this question: why it is these things happening to me? Why I? For what I am getting punishment? What I did wrong? And so on, so on, so on. And this, like moment of awakening or change of my mind came in my early 30s, so 32 years of age, if exactly, and I changed this question: what is this trying to teach me? And began to look in spiritual literature totally different information about what those sicknesses, what's already is visible in my expression to other people, in expression how I made relationships, how I speak to other people, how I feel about myself, and this important question brought me to answer that my cluster headaches is a wonderful teacher to get sort out your thinking process, work with your mind, be aware of moment, and as an ideal path to those changes is recommended spiritual path, and then the same question applies as well to attention deficit and hyperactivity disorder, and that one is most greatest teachers in my life, because that brought in my awareness so many questions about my own life, just answering on question: what is this trying to teach me? So what is attention deficit and hyperactivity disorder is trying to teach me. And lesson is, or teaching from ADHD is that you must to take care about yourself. You must to learn to accept yourself and to love yourself. Maybe it sounds very selfish or ego-based thinking, but this is wonderful lesson. What I would recommend to everyone. You experience symptoms of ADHD, or you are already diagnosed with ADHD, you don't experience any of those things, but you just want to change something in your life, then begin with this teaching about accepting and loving yourself, because creating this emotional state, this feelings inside yourselves that you are worthy, you are loved, you are accepted, you are talented, you are good, you are and so on, is the first step to gain acceptance from others. And when you do take care about yourself through this teaching about acceptance and love, you will notice that you are not selfish and egoistic in your thinking, but you will be more freely available to take care about others. You will be more prepared to accept and love others, because everything what we express in outer world comes first within ourselves, and that's what we create in ourselves. And this is a beautiful teaching. And ADHD comes in not only as a teacher of those things, and people who know ADHD from their own sufferings, or knows that ADHD comes with a bunch of many other problems in life, and that is the stress and worries and feeling or emotion of not good enough, and loss of motivation and focus, and you can't pay attention to things what you don't like, or you are not interested, you are not very good on creating relationship. This is a bunch of things what people is willing to learn, even not experiencing ADHD, and that is like all together, and this stuff is just push you to think about changes in your life. And every single thing starts with look on a personal development, look on a spiritual path, look on every single teaching available. It is first you must to accept and love yourself. So ADHD was something wonderful from point of view of teaching, and I just loved it, and I still love the situations that it's come in my life, and I'm happy and grateful about this possibility to learn and to choose spiritual path. Today I feel great, and I do not experience cluster headaches, and I do not think I'm experience any ADHD symptoms, because I accepted myself as I am. I went a path and started to live out of my purpose, and came back to my calling, what was something I dreamed about when I was at age 8 and 9 that I would love to be public speaker and speak to people and help them be inspired and motivated and learn something. And in my life, I tried many times to come to this work I want to do, and that was the path. I went through so many different fields, but I learned lots of things and I failed many times. Due to my ADHD symptoms, because I couldn't hold motivation. I couldn't hold inspiration. I always felt that I'm not good enough. I always was looking to prove someone that I'm good enough, especially to my parents, and then I started to blame others, and then I started to look for guilty people, and then I started to find faults in other people until it was conscious decision to go different paths and to understand that you don't know yourself, you don't accept yourself, you don't love yourself, you just run your life trying to compete with everybody else, trying to be better than everybody else, trying to prove to everybody that you are good and a fantastic person, and you can do that and you can do this, and of course it was just a matter of time when all those things will come together, be it in a way of cluster headaches or ADHD or stress or worries, doubts and depression, and that came together in my life at early age. I think 27 is just an age of everything is possible, and you are broke. You are broke down fully, and you lose everything. You lose incomes, you lose relationships, you lose friends, you lose understanding, and you experience just the pain and you still being broke down, being in a pain when clusters of headaches comes, being depressed, being stressed out, you start to express yourself with an anger to other people, and is it life? And when I started the spiritual path, I didn't find any approval to life I was living. I didn't find that life should be stressed out, that life should be worried out, or life should be lived finding guilty in your problems, finding who to blame, and acceptance and love of yourself comes with another teaching in your life that you are the one fully responsible about your own life and creation of it. And that is second shock moment when you start to realize that you was trying to give that responsibility about your own life to someone else. You was making decisions, and after that was looking for people to blame because something didn't work out. You was looking for blaming something, blaming government, blaming neighbors, blaming friends, blaming parents, and trust me, they are not responsible about your life, never was. Okay, they gave you some some programming in your mind that that is the way how things happens, that is the way how life is life must to be lived, that is the way how we are living, or whatever else. Yes, this subconscious mind programming exists in everyone, but that is something what you can change, and that is all about how spirituality can help you to recreate your life. This is the work with yourself, beginning with teaching about acceptance and love, beginning of teaching that you are totally responsible about your own life, that you can recreate your life. It's all how you are using to you given instruments, available instruments to you to create this life. You have inside within so much great power what you can open and use. You have subconscious mind power what you can reprogram. You have creative power what you can use to build the life you want. You have character power that you can build your own character and how you want to express yourself to other people, so creating better relationships. You have power of regenerating yourself to bring you back in good health, to bring you back in a vitality and increase your energy levels. You have power of will, so you can make a wish and work for it. That is how you are working with your goals. You have power of desire. What is the engine of your life? Your desires is something what moves you forward and wants to give you the best. And then comes those difficulties, those problems, those bad health issues, some wrongdoings from other people. Yes, they will exist even if you are going spiritual path or whatever path you choose. That is the life. How you look on those things, that is what matters more. If I would keep going through life looking on cluster headaches, ADHD, stress, depression, anxieties, symptom of not good enough, and so on, I would keep going the same path as I was going, and I would reap the same results as I was making previously. If you want to change something, you need to look on those stuffs differently. Those difficulties, bad health, struggles, some person's wrongdoing or whatever else comes in your life, it comes because that's test you on your strengths. It can be test that maybe this person need to go to next level. Is he ready to go to next level? Maybe those struggles, difficulties comes with teaching what you missed to learn previously, and you need to learn it to move forward to next step. It is just a matter of how you are looking on those things. My teacher Wayne Dyer, and I love his style of teaching that, and he told that in a moment you change the way you look on those things start to change. This is as well very important advice. What I learned from this teaching is that even in situation of problems, if you hold your attention on a problem, and I was one who hold extremely a lot of attention on a problems, and I forgot to look for solution. I forgot this part that within me how solution. That is an Einstein who told you that you can't sort out problem in the same level of consciousness in which you created it. So solution is the next level of your own consciousness in which you will find the answer, solution to your problem, difficulty, struggle, be it through teaching, be it through lesson. It will just those difficulties and struggles will make you just stronger to overcome those obstacles in your life. But be so responsible to understand that you was the person who created it. So the solution should be or must be in you to sort it out. And when you sit with your problem, take a list your problem, take paper, write it down, write a exact solution you want for this problem. Forget about that problem as much as you can and put your mind on a solution. This is the way how you switch your thinking to find a way out of those problems. Like I made conscious decisions that those two sicknesses, I don't want them in my life. So what the solution is, one was spiritual path, and spiritual path comes with teachings and learning and accepting myself, and I started to do it. Action is next step when you make this decision, when you find the exact solution you want in your life, and then you start to take action and move forward with that action. Sometimes you will not know steps what you need to make, but they will be revealed if you are totally concrete on your solution, goal, desire, wish, and those steps how to do that will be revealed to you. You just need to believe in yourself that you can do it, and say to yourself that you can do it. You are powerful. Within you how extreme reserves of this power. You just need to awaken it, be it through spiritual path, be it using just the law of attraction and the subconscious mind. Subconscious mind is one of the instruments you have available. It is many things what you can use as an additional instrument. That is meditation. Meditation is wonderful from point of view that you calm your mind, that you start to understand that content of your mind is something what you can use as an instrument. Only in a moment when you give your power to your mind to create, they will start to create. You need to understand that you need to be aware what you are thinking. When you are aware of your inner talk, inner thoughts, you start to understand that not every single thing in your head is with creative power. And meditation helps you to calm your mind. And when you are meditating, you are creating new biochemical processes in your brain. When you work with your energy centers, you start to create new biochemical processes in your brain. Every single energy center is connected with your brain. Those networks of energy centers is based in your body everywhere, in fingers, on feet, and so on. If you start to work with that, you start to recreate your life as well. For my surprise, as I am a person who was working in a corporate environment, uh, willing to find answers on questions when you don't fully believe or trust in things you read, you are looking for additional information, and I am looking for it. So for ADHD, when it comes, it is really, it is a difference in ADHD brain and how it works, and how we express ourselves. It is different, but those differences can be healed. And when you look for solutions how you can heal yourself, you will find that so much power is within you, and the hard work to those things. If you are willing to find this solution, if you are willing to heal yourself, be sure you will, because when I was looking on solutions to heal those brain regions, for my surprise, one of the ways is to deal with your energies. So, because energy centers based in your spine is connected with your endocrine system. Endocrine system is one who sends signals to your brain and create new neuron connections, and then send out signals to your body, how you react, how you control your emotions, how motivated you are, how inspired you are, how positive you are, how you work with your goals, how you work with your desires, how you express yourself. And that is so deeply related that I find that those things what is brain training is so much in spiritual teachings and well known for thousands of years, and today is approved by science. And this is something wonderful, that this power is within you. Be it mindset changes what you need to do, be it to learn not to criticize others or judge others, don't get in the gossips, don't spend time looking on things what ifs. Those is things what is taught by spirituality, that you are responsible about your own life. You make those decisions. You create your life. As less you talk and more you listen, this creates more neuron connectivity in your brain than when you speak out. Spoken word is something what's create. Words create. With a word you can build something or destroy something. And you are responsible what words you use to create or destroy, what emotions you feel, positive or negative. This is choices. This is choices and decisions you make for your life. You are creator of your life. I am creator of my life, and I make choices what I want in my life. Do I want really suffer from ADHD? Do I want really suffer from cluster headaches? Do I really want a stressful life? Do I want to worry about this? Do I want to doubt myself? Do I really am not good enough? Or it's just a mind who creates through spoken word? Then making those actions come in force that people start, oh, that person is stressful, oh, that person failed so many times, oh, that person is sick, all the troubles is written in that person's face. Oh, and how he expressed himself through words, and what a wall he makes because his back is in pain through all these worries, from all this stress, and from all these feelings that you can't feel free. This is your choice, how you want to live. Do you want to bring health in your life? Do you want to bring success in your life? Do you want to bring love in your life? Do you want to bring wealth, prosperity, abundance in your life? That is something what you need to create within yourself first. That's why teaching about acceptance and love is so much important in every person's life. This is something what you need to learn. This positive selfishness will bring so much positive results in your life. You will understand that you are not better or not worse than everybody else. You are good as you are. All the persons is good. All the persons have talents. All the persons goes through struggles, difficulties, or whatever else. We are all the same, and within us has the same power. It's just a matter of how we use those powers, how we use those instruments what we have available, what I'm talking before, be it creative power, be it subconscious mind power, be it regenerative power, be it willpower, be it desire power, be it character power, be it spiritual power, be it love power. Those is just an instrument. You are something more than those instruments. You are spiritual person. You're born spiritual person. You are spiritual person experiencing human life, but you as the spirit came in this world with a calling, with a purpose, and you are creating this life out of this experiences you are creating. It is not do not exist right or wrong way of living. It is just how you apply or use instruments given to you to create this life. How you will go through this experience in life. Will you make your life good? Will you learn from your difficulties? Will you change your path in a moment of difficulties? Will you understand how you can use better those instruments? This is what spirituality talks about, and those instruments is more than I mentioned. Even diet is one of the instruments how you can recreate your life, because what you eat makes difference. It makes by a chemical process in your brain and your body, and it makes a way how you start to express yourself. It is really very important to look on things what you are eating, because this is the stuff what makes you feel good, great. Through food you can switch on in a brain regions what will be responsible about inspiration, motivation, self-worth, self-esteem, confidence, courage. Through meditation you can switch those things stuffs in. Through music you can switch positive feelings, motivation, and this thing. I use one of the instruments what is specific frequency music to work with my energies. I I use it on a daily basis, and I feel difference in how I express myself, how I'm feeling, how improves my health, how improves my thinking. I use walking as an instrument uh, to make me feel better. I spend quite a lot of time in a forest for a walks, and especially in sunny days I'm making videos outside because that makes me feel good. And this is simple steps, simple things what you can apply in your life to create your life. It is wonderful things what you can use. It's just a matter of a choice you make. What's a life you want? You must be clear on this. You must know exactly what you want out of your life. You need to clearly write down your life purpose, your life goals, your desires, and then you can use prayer as an instrument to bring it in reality. Prayer is a powerful way how you can reprogram your subconscious mind and switch on it, that subconscious mind works for you, not against you. You are aware or not aware about your instruments available to you, but they are still keep working in a way how you want. If you are aware of those instruments and you use them wisely, they will work for your benefit. If you are not aware about those instruments, they will work for you, but most likely they will work against you. That is how. That is why so many people is speaking about mindset, about subconscious mind, about law of attraction, and those nature laws comes in force. Do you believe them or don't believe them? They are active all the time. That is proved by quantum physics that we are vibrating energy. We are all connected. We came all from the same source, and we need to be aware of those universal laws. And Einstein was who was speaking about those nature laws, and he told that this is a higher intelligence. It is something more powerful than putting all people together and sitting and thinking. Nature's laws is something more, and that can change as well. If you are aware about those laws of nature, you as well can recreate your life. And that is about I'm talking as a spiritual mindset coach, what I'm trying to tell you through those messages. Spiritual path is one of the ways. For me, it's one of the best ways. I made decision, and I love that I done and made this decision in my life. It is a really powerful thing to do. Choosing spiritual path, you recreate your wealth mindset, success mindset, relationship mindset, your own life, your health mindset, and you start to express yourself totally different. And I am happy about those stuff, and that was exactly what's probably I wanted on that moment. But that didn't stop me, because how my teacher Wayne Dyer told, I don't need to compare myself with someone. Uh, I need to compare myself with myself, and only person uh, with whom you need make this competition is you. You are competition to yourself. We born and die every single day. Every new day you must to be better than you was yesterday. You must be better, not someone else. You must to be better. Gandhi told, if you want to change world around you, you must become that change, and then you will start to change world around you. This is how things works out, and how spirituality looks on those stuffs. And if I want changes in my life or environment around me, so I am responsible to make changes within myself, to express those changes. And when I express those changes, I'm sure people will notice that I'm working with myself, I'm changing myself. They will start to feel better in my company. My friends will change probably. Environment around me will change, because that will be what you start to express out. But when you express out negativity or problems and these things, then that is something what you can expect. If you feel inside bad, how you can create positive things out? That is what I'm talking about, that things in our life is for changes. It's nothing more permanent than changes. We change every single day. We do. Our body change in a second. Our mind change in a second. Our expression change in a second. Everything is constant changes. And those changes in one's life comes with choice, decision, concentrated mind, positive mindset, creating positive future story, working on this positive story, making yourself happy, loved, accepted, that you can accept everybody else. So it's a matter of how you look on things. And if you change the way you look on those things, believe me, those things will start to change. And I am happy to share my own experiences, my own struggles, because through my struggles probably I can give value to someone else, that you can see difference, how small simple steps, how better choices brings you to better results. So today, thank you for watching. You always can share and like, and I'm happy and grateful to work for you and serve you, and you can follow me on LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, and share likes that more people to get know how they can recreate their lives. Thank you for watching. Namaste.